ain't say nothing.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first line next to the word one, I want you to write the word sex. Look at me like that. Read that. S-E-X. Sex. Like you ain't never heard it before. Sex. And you can even capitalize it if you want to emphasize. Exclamation point.
He did that.
That's me.
For number 2, I want you to write the word bully. B-U-L-L-Y.
Put the video camera away.
Bully. So we got sex, we got bully, and the third one is text. T-E. What's the next one? X. Thank you. X-T.
Wow.
Text. T-E-X-T. Raise your hand if you're done. All right. Give yourself a hand if you're done. If you're not done, I have a remedial spelling class right after this. How many of y'all like that beat? That's pretty good. A young person always hear that beat. How y'all doing today? Oh, well, after I talk, you're not going to be tired anymore. Young ladies! Where's all the young ladies in the house? Alright, stand up! No, I'm always saying this. That's the key teacher. Stand up! I said ladies. How are you doing this morning? Good. I need you to repeat after me. You ready? I am awesome. I am valuable. I am somebody. I will succeed. Give yourself a hand. Yeah. Gentlemen, you know people, y'all. Stand up.
Don't record me. You gotta stand up too.
All the gentlemen, don't look at me like you don't know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
How you doing, fellas? All right, y'all ready? Repeat after me. I am somebody. I am valuable. I am accountable. I am responsible. I am intelligent. Give yourself a hand. All right, we are going to talk about 3 very serious issues that directly relate to your interaction with yourselves and how the world and the community is coming to view you and see you. So the first word that you wrote is what? Sex. That's a good issue to talk about. But actually, I want you to write the letters T-I-N-G. T-I-N-G. Next to the word sex. T-I-N-G. Now today's gonna be a little bit different because I'm just gonna pick on people. So it's like a fair game. I got it like that.
I'm ready.
All right. So please don't sit there looking like you're not gonna do it. You have to. So with that said, young man right here in the orange shirt, stand up. That's out of Florida. Give me a hand, Florida. What's that word? Sexting. Thank you for the enthusiasm and participation. All right, sexting. Thank you. Young man right here, stand up. Give us your best definition in the loudest voice you have, because I'm not sharing the mic. What sexting is. Sending naked pictures. Okay. Well, that's a good definition. All right, have a seat. Young lady right here, that's got the smiles all over. Stand up, please. What is your definition of the word sexting? All right. Very good. Different people have different definitions of sexting. So we're going to talk about sexting, texting, cyberbullying, and some of the things that are going on in social media. Even though it's a serious discussion, I need y'all input because being an adult, I have a different output of value than what y'all probably have. So what we're going to do, we're going to watch a video real quick. I love videos. I love YouTube because y'all can understand and relate to it. This one is about a sexting incident and a bullying instance. And we all know that goes on in school. There's no denying it. It even happens at the elementary school where I am. All right? Bullying, sexting, not necessarily the texting part, but the bullying part. And this is so serious that our state, local, and federal government are imposing laws and actually making it a felony if you're convicted of participating in sexting with your cell phones or any electronic device. Cyberbullying, if somebody commits suicide as a result of that. And also if you're convicted of bullying, you can actually go to jail. You actually have to register as a sex offender if you're convicted. And that follows you for the rest of your life. Okay? So there's like no plea bargain, no playing around. You know, I'm just 16, 17, 18. My life is just getting started. Okay? If somebody happens to really be affected by your actions, like we discussed the other day with the young man that was recorded in college, he killed himself because he was recorded. That's also considered sexting. Because not only was the event recorded, but it was sent out over the internet. All right? So we're going to watch this first video so we can have our young lady go ahead and press.
Death of Hope Witzel, an 8th grader in Florida. She took her own life after enduring months of painful taunts and teases over a partially nude photo she texted to a boy. Hope's death is just the second teen suicide in the nation that we know about that's linked to sexting-related bullying. I'm going to talk to her mother in a moment. At first, NBC's Michelle Kosinski had the details, and we should warn you, the story does contain some coarse language. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. You know, it hits you out here. This is a middle school, and this was a child whose friend said she could no longer handle the bullying after having sexted another child. This is a 13-year-old who ended up hanging herself from her bed.
People that, barely even knew her, talked about her and, laughed when she walked by.
They are 8th graders. And Hope Witzel was a good girl, they say, passionate mostly about farming, but also about a certain boy she liked. And Hope told them she had made a mistake, had sexted him, sent a topless picture of herself to his cell phone. A photo soon intercepted and forwarded to the masses, even other schools. And then came the taunting, torturous, cruel, that tested every fiber of this self-conscious middle schooler's being.
She took the beating.
These girls say Hope could not walk alone in the hallways, that the brutal name-calling, slut, and whore continued into the next school year.
We asked her if she wanted to switch schools, and she said, no, I'm going to show them that they can't get to me.
There were signs, though, that Hope blamed herself. The day before her death, the school counselor noticed cuts on her leg and had her sign a contract promising not to harm herself, information that never got to her parents. The following night, her mom went to tuck her in.
It was as if she was standing right there in front of me. And her head was hanging down. And I said, Hope, what are you doing? And then I realized there was a scar around her neck.
Earlier this year, Ohio high school senior Jessie Logan took her own life in the same way after sexted photos of her from an ex-boyfriend went viral. Polls have shown that about a fifth of U.S. teenagers have sent racy pictures of themselves, leading in many cases to an instant consequence: bullying.
More and more people hear about it, more and more people, like a target, more people throw it at you.
Feelings that Hope shared only with her diary.
Some of Hope's words were, "Please don't let them remember me by the mistakes that I made. Please, please make sure they remember me for who I was." You put a name on it, like sexting, and it sounds almost like a game. But psychologists say kids at this age have no idea the consequences or how serious something like this could be. There have even been children arrested in this country for doing this because they don't realize that sending pictures like this could constitute disseminating child pornography. Meredith.
Michelle Krasinski, thank you. We should note that the St. Petersburg Times...
Okay, this is actual real events going on in our country and even in the state of Florida. We talked about yesterday about your digital content and how it can affect you for the rest of your life. We also talked about yesterday when I was saying you need to make a decision about how you are going to use your electronic devices. When you started, I believe Sunday, y'all weren't referred to as children.